Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the latest edition of Days Drama Digest, your go-to source for the juiciest updates on days of our lives. Today, we are diving into the explosive events that transpired on Thursday, September 26th. If you missed today's episode, don't worry, we're here to give you the full scoop on all the drama, betrayals, and intense confrontations that unfolded. Let's get started. As viewers know, a shocking new alliance has formed between Tate and Holly, one that has everyone in Salem buzzing with concern. Holly has been harboring deep anger, the role Eric played in Daniel's tragic accident, and now that anger has shifted. She's no longer just focused on Eric. Tate's father, Brady, is now in her sights. Fueled by resentment, Holly has decided that Brady must pay for what happened to Sarah. In a chilling conversation, Holly confides in Tate, expressing her belief that Eric got off too easy with a mere slap on the wrist. But for Brady, she wants a harsher punishment. She's convinced that if any new evidence comes to light, it will help her hold Brady accountable. The more they talk, the more it becomes clear that Holly is ready to go to any lengths to make Brady suffer. She even offers to assist Tate in whatever way she can, her hatred for Brady growing with each passing moment. Tate, ever the opportunist, seizes on Holly's offer. He knows how useful her anger could be in his plans. However, his personal connection with Holly does not sit well with Eric, who is growing more and more furious. Holly, after all, is still someone Eric cares deeply about, and the thought of her being used by Tate for his schemes drives Eric to his breaking point. Eric's anger finally boils over when he learns just how deeply Tate has involved Holly in his revenge plot. He confronts Tate, furious that Holly is being dragged into a dangerous game of manipulation and revenge. The tension between the two men reaches a fever pitch when Eric warns Tate to keep Holly out of his machinations. Eric's protective instincts over Holly are clear. He won't stand by and let her get hurt, even if it means facing off against Tate. But Tate, ever calculating, refuses to back down. Instead, he taunts Eric, using Holly's involvement to provoke him further. This cruel manipulation pushes Eric over the edge. Without thinking, Eric grabs Tate, ready to throw punches in defense of Holly. The confrontation quickly escalates, and the fight between them seems inevitable. Can Holly's influence be the final wedge that drives Eric and Tate to a full-on brawl? While Eric and Tate are locked in their battle, Holly is busy with a plan of her own. Her anger towards Brady is festering, and she's determined to find a way to make him pay. But first, she has unfinished business with Tate. In an attempt to smooth things over, Holly shows up at Tate's place, ready with an apology for not returning his calls and texts. Tate, ever the gentleman, is quick to listen, but something doesn't sit right. As they talk, Holly's motives become increasingly suspicious. She excuses herself, claiming she needs to use the bathroom, but instead, she heads straight for Brady's room. It's clear now that Holly isn't there to make amends with Tate, she's there on a mission. She rifles through Brady's things, searching for anything incriminating, something that could knock Brady off balance. But just as she's getting close, Tate walks in and catches her red-handed. His confusion is evident. What is Holly up to? Why is she rummaging through Brady's belongings? Realization dawns on Tate that Holly's intentions were never sincere. Feeling betrayed, Tate is left with a gnawing sense of anger and hurt. In another corner of Salem, Sophia finds herself embroiled in her own emotional turmoil. She shares a heart-to-heart with Fiona, who offers her some advice about love and relationships. Sophia's feelings for Tate are becoming increasingly complicated, especially after her interrupted conversation with him earlier. As she tries to navigate her emotions, Fiona's words may serve as a guiding light, but whether Sophia takes the advice to heart remains to be seen. While emotional turmoil rages elsewhere, a much darker plot is unfolding with Xander at the center. His obsession with making Brady pay for his past misdeeds has consumed him entirely. Despite Sarah's pleas for him to let it go and focus on moving forward with their lives, especially for the sake of their child, Victoria, Xander remains steadfast in his resolve. He will never forgive Brady, and he certainly won't forget. Sarah, desperate to keep the peace and protect their family, begs Xander to drop his vendetta. But her words fall on deaf ears. Xander, determined and dangerous, tells Sarah that he's heading out for Titan business, promising that he won't confront Brady. However, his intentions are far more sinister. Later, in a shadowy park, Xander meets with one of his henchmen. The man hands Xander a gun, a sleek, untraceable weapon that will allow Xander to exact his revenge. The plan is in motion, and Xander makes sure his accomplice knows his role in the deadly plot. But just as things seem to be falling into place, Sarah arrives, having followed Xander. She confronts him, horrified by what she sees. Despite Sarah's desperate attempts to talk him out of it, Xander remains unwavering. He is determined to make Brady pay, no matter the cost. Realizing that Xander won't stop on his own, Sarah knows that if she wants to save Brady's life, she'll have to act quickly. In a desperate last-ditch effort, Sarah turns to Jada for help. With Xander's plot underway and Brady's life hanging in the balance, Sarah can only hope that Jada will be able to intervene before it's too late. Meanwhile, Xander's henchman has already begun his part of the plan, drugging Brady and ensuring that he's alone and vulnerable. The pieces are falling into place for Xander to strike, and the tension is unbearable. As the clock ticks down, will Jada arrive in time to stop Xander's deadly plan? Or will Xander's thirst for vengeance lead to a tragic outcome that could shatter the lives of everyone involved? Today's episode of Days of Our Lives delivered heart-pounding drama and emotional roller coasters for every character involved. From Holly's dangerous deception to Xander's chilling plot for revenge, the stakes have never been higher. Will these broken relationships be mended, or is it too late to turn back from the chaos? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.